Thank you. So now this is this is the back of a dress. Can you see? Here is the back of a dress. This is strictly for beginners. You are beginners and you don't know how to do this. Super easy. So this is strictly for beginners because I know people that are still the people that are in intermediate class. I believe that their level is more than this. So that's why I said it's for beginners. So this is the back of a dress. Here is the back. I already torn it. I just cut normal V-neck at the back. Then I already torn it with my lining. And here is the front. This is the front body as well. This front now, I already torn it just like I did for the back. This is what I have. Now, I want to show you. That's why I said it's strictly for the beginners. That's why I said that. It's strictly for the beginners because of this thing that I'm about to say. Now, you don't know how to take that. How do you take that? Abdullah, fún mi ní ruler. You don't know how to take that. Now, this is for a baby girl of 10 years old. 9 years old, I think. 9 years old. So, this is our half length. Our half length is 12. Our half length is 12 inches. 12 inches. Then I had 1 inches. So, that's why I have 13 here. So, I'm going to sew half inches for sewing, and at the same time I'm going to join it here at the shoulder. So at the end of everything I will have 12 inches. Now this is not a princess dart, this is just a normal dart dress. So what I did was that I measure from this part, I measure 3 inches here, 3 inches from here. That's what I'm using for a dart. So I just notch it out at this part. Scissors nko apply scissors. So I just notch it. I already notch it. Now for this girl now, her dart should not be more than 5.5. This is it, because by the time you measure her from her shoulder to her breast point, it must not be more than 8 or 7.5. She's still a small girl. So that's why I'm using 5.5 for her, for the length of her, dart. So what I'm going to do now is that we said we are using 3, right? So I'll just mark out my 3 inches by 5.5 that we just agree on now. So by this is it. This is the dart. So this is what I have. So I'll just take the dart. Now, in case if you don't know how to take that, I'm going to show you how you are going to take your dart. This is strictly for beginners. You don't know how to take that, this tutorial is for you. So this is for the back, this is for the front body. Now for the back body, don't forget that when you are taking that for the back, you must not use the same thing, the same dart, because of the zip allowance. So for the back dart, I'm going to use 3.5. So I'll just use 3. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nǹkan tí mo lò fún zip kò tó 1 inches. So 3.5 by the same length o, by what we use. Don't if you are sewing your dart, make sure that you use the same length measurement. Make sure you use the same length measurement. Don't use 5 here, use 4 here. Make sure that the two is the same thing. So 5.5 here. So I'm just going to rule it out. So I'll just rule it out. So this is what I'm using. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for this side as well. This is the second piece of the back. So I'm going to use the same thing. So I'll just go ahead and mark my 3.5 at this side. I'll just mark my 3.5 at this side. 3.5, then by the same thing that I'm using, which is 5.5 for the darts. 5.5. So this is what I'll show you. I'll go ahead to the machine and just show you that. Another thing, this is a cap sleeve. This is a cap sleeve. Can you see? This is just like you are cutting flare. Can you see what I have? One is a little bit longer than the other. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. One must not be longer than the other. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. So this is what I have. This is it. Now let me explain this. If you are putting that, because I will be putting that on this cap sleeve so that it will give me what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and Chile. Eh, eh. So I can just use one depending on what is the person band measurement. So I'll just go ahead and mark out one from here, 1 inches by 1 by 2.5 is okay. So I'll just sew, just like we are sewing that, I'll just sew it like this. I'll sew it like this. After I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and I'm going to take my pleats at this part. So I will show you that so that it will give me this shape here. So I will show you how I'm going to go about it. Pause it. So this is blind. Pause. Have a ninja. So this is it. What I said earlier. So I'm just going to go ahead, just like I'm taking my dart. I'll just go ahead and you see. So this is it. So I'll just go ahead and another thing I would like to explain is that when you are cutting your thread, don't cut it close. Don't cut your thread close like this. Leave at least some inches so that by the time you are washing the clothes, it will not go a lot too. Sure you understand. I hope you are getting it. Okay. So this is what I have. Now let me just go ahead and notch the middle part. This is the middle part, right? So I will go ahead and take my I'll take my pleats. I want to take the pleats right here. So this is how it's going to look like. This is how it's going to look like after on the gay hand. It's going to look like this. Pause. So move away. Okay, when you had move away said earlier. So I'll just go ahead and fold this place. So I'll just let me show you again. This is it. So I'll just go ahead and fold it like this. I'll go ahead and fold it like this. Just this way. Then I'll go ahead. Now, let me tell you, everything you are sewing, it should not be more than half inch. Everything, all the data you are taking should not be more than half of an inch. So just place it and make sure that you reverse. Then, yeah. The only so this is it. Okay, just look at it. Can you see? This is how it is. So this is for beginners class. You are just new to tailoring and you are not getting how to make your dart. This is just a straight dart. This is the simplest of it all. This is the simplest of all darts. Eléyìí ló simple you know that taking of the dart. This one is the simplest. To me, oh, is the simplest. Let me just say it like that. So this is the back, this is the front body. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the back as well. Bí mo ṣe ṣe front yẹn náà, I will repeat it for the back as well. Yeah. I'm done fixing the dart. Now, the next thing I'm going to do now is that I'm going to go ahead. I'll go ahead and join the shoulder. Do you have difficulty in joining your shoulder? Now, watch this carefully. If you are a beginner's class and you don't know how to join your shoulder, maybe you are the type that join your shoulder like this. See, just join your shoulder like this. No, it's wrong. Let me show you that. If you join your shoulder like this, if you are the type that join your shoulder like this, is wrong. It will not make your work to be very neat. Look at it. Let me open it for you to see. See it. Joining your shoulder like this is very, very wrong. It's very, very wrong. So I'm going to open it. If you hear. Okay, so I'm going to, this is wrong. Why? This is the correct way of doing it. Then just place your two fabrics that you have already torn, place it on each other like this. Don't put me yeah. Place it on each other like this. Then one of the lining, This is one of the lining here. Take one of the lining like this. Can you see? Just take it like this on the second one. Yes, just like this. Take it like this and hold it firmly. Place it on your machine, any machine you are using. Place it on the machine like this. Place it on the machine like this and stitch it down. Stitch it down. See, this is it. This is the this is the two this two is going to give you the same back look, like the good side. The two is going to give when you are at this side, the two is going to give you the same thing. The only thing there is that inside, the inside of it will be different. Look at this inside. This one is neat finishing. Why this one is not good? So that is that about that. So I will go ahead and join the body. I'm going to go ahead now and join the body. Then I'm going to refix this one back to this. Now let me tell you something. If you would like me to put you through, let me say it like that. If you like me to put you through on how to turn your armor, you want to turn both armor inside, that is going to give you neat finishing, you can just comment in the comment section that you would like me to do a tutorial on that. Then I'm going to do that for you guys. So let me join the body and let's see what we have.